Let's go.
What's going on, everybody? It's Ron Brown, LMT, the People's Fitness Professional, alongside my co-host,
Mikey Fever.
and this is a New Yorker's perspective. Thank you, Treb, for coming out again. Who else? Who else is that? Clip in the building. Pardon me, y'all, because I'm looking at other things. I gotta take some stuff out of this storage here. Peace to everybody who are tuning in to the podcast. We really appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. I want to also say that we are trying to make sure we go live in person. So we are trying to build up the funds for that. Can we do it out of pocket? Probably, but why? We have an audience, yo. We have an audience. Y'all like the content. So we want to bring this, we're gonna put this bring this in person. So we'll appreciate any donations, just to the chat. Pardon me, y'all. Pardon me. I'm doing like a million things at one time. Donate to the chat, and on the what you call it, the audio. On the audio now we have where you can do like a monthly subscription on the audio. You could do a monthly subscription on the audio just to let you know. And that's pretty much it. Today we're talking about Donald Trump getting grazed in the air. Some people say it was a scam. Some people say it was fake. And we're talking about Shakur Stevenson. We're talking about Cam and Mase going at Jay Prince and Eminem's album. So I want to start off with I want to end with Donald Trump because that's a long one right there.
Oh, his name's not Donald Trump. It's Donald Trump Shakur.
Here we go. Here we go. Right.
Here we go.
We're not talking with him. We're gonna save him for last.
We're gonna save him for last. So now we're talking about I want to talk about I want to set it off with Eminem's album, man. Anyone hear Eminem's new album?
I heard Eminem's album.
I only heard the Antichrist track. It was that track is tough.
Eminem's new album to me is one of the dopest albums of the year, bro. One of the dopest. Rapping wise, for sure. And I'm not an Eminem fan at all. So
I gotta listen to it again. I don't think I listened to it, but it was one of those listens where I was doing stuff, taking kids to school, so I really didn't get the New Yorker's perspective of an album.
Right.
You know, I gotta take it in. I haven't taken it in yet. Pause. Yeah,
pause. Pause. Wow.
Definitely.
Wow.
But Eminem is still Eminem. Eminem still has that. He still has it. He never lost it. He's one of those. He's truly an icon. Like, he could put out an album. He could be on some real Tupac shit and put out an album when he's dead and have people going crazy. That's how I feel about Eminem.
I think that I haven't liked I liked Eminem when he first came out. Like when he was down with what's the name of that group? Not group, but it was it was a rap crew, or it was a rap.
D12?
No. Before that, when Lauryn Hill,
the Outsiders.
The Outsiders. Yeah. Like, I liked him back then, and then when he came out with the first album, I was like, all right, I get what he's going with that. But then when he started going the pop route, that's what threw me up. I think that's my issue with a lot of rappers. Like, I guess, like the crossover. Like, you remember that song EPMD? Yo, when that song came out, I was loving that song. Back in the days and shit, because I think, like, I just like the authenticity. I like everything to keep its natural form and all of that. Pause. So like when it, so when it comes to like hip hop, I like real, like, if you're gonna be in the gangster lane. If you're gonna be in the MC Hammer lane, I like it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? The MC Hammer lane. You know what I'm saying? Like, stay authentic to who you are. That's what I like. Eminem started going the pop route, and I just
Was it
couldn't.
really pop or was
I don't
it
think so. I feel you, Cliff. I don't think it was pop. I think it just happened for him. I really think that he stayed in the hip hop lane, and you know, white people support white people.
Yeah.
Simple. It's just that simple. And for him, he's hip hop. You know
to
what I
the
mean?
core?
He has a cult following. He doesn't just have fans. Them stand niggas is different. Like it's a beehive. It stands. It's them
Nicki
niggas.
Minaj, what's the nigga? The Barbs.
Yeah, the pop. Yeah, you got them punk with. You know what I'm saying? But when I think Eminem started the whole hive shit because the stands was wild, especially when he did that. What's that? American Music Awards and had all the stands come, and that was crazy. But I think he always stayed hip hop. He didn't want to cross over. It was impossible for him not to get over there.
He's
He was
controversial.
going to cross over the moment he got a mainstream. A major label contract with.
You got Dre
with Dre behind him and Jimmy Iovine pushing him. Like, what else? Where else you gonna go?
He was the first viral artist, if you want to think about it, because that damn video, his first video that we saw, introducing us to him, like to the world, that Monica Lewinsky scene was like, yo, who the hell is this white boy? You know what I'm saying? And then he had some shit to say on that album. Like you can't deny that he's lyrically skilled, and nobody really can fuck with him. You know, I mean, not saying it like that. There's people out there, but M is up there. M is definitely up there.
I love M. M is my guy. I'm gonna be honest with this album. Lyrically, he does what he does, but he always does what he does. But for me, the production didn't meet his lyrics to me.
You think so, bro? I think it went well. I think it was done well.
Decent, but when I could see, the problem with me is I'm trying to compare it to his previous classic albums to me that he has where the production was way better.
Okay.
For me, it's like, yeah, you got Dre on 2 records. I didn't need all them other people, to be honest with you. Like, I didn't really care for all them other people. Don't get me wrong, Jelly Roll, Fred Wreck, and them joints. I messed with them as producers, but for this project specifically, I thought their beats was kind of like, okay, I get it, but now if we go by Eminem's last 4 efforts, this is probably his best album in the last 4 albums he dropped. So I'm gonna give him that credit. But I feel like the beats could have been so much more darker. If you're doing Slim Shady had beats and he was going crazy. I need the beats to match the craziness.
Do y'all think another album is coming on? The death of Slim Shady, the birth of somebody else is going to come out of this?
Marshall Mathers.
Can I ask you this? Who, to me, I feel like I'm trying to figure out who the hell is Slim Shady, because the rapper that he presented in this album to me was Slim Shady.
Yeah, he's rapping like Slim Shady. He's doing the shock rap with the lyrical ability. That's what Slim Shady is. When he's Marshall Mathers, that's when he's more like, I'm sorry, mama, I never meant to.
Right, Marshall Mathers is the motherfucker that I don't like, bro. We don't want to kill Slim Shady. We want Slim Shady here, motherfucker. No,
old. He like 54 years old. How much you gonna keep doing?
We want to kill Marshall Mathers. Marshall Mathers is friends with the monster. That song with Rihanna, right?
Yeah, that's Marshall.
Nah, man, nah. You bugging, bro. You bugging. Kill Marshall Mathers, bro. We want him out of here. We don't want Slim Shady out of here, bro.
It's good, Shorty.
But you said, he's 54 though. I get it.
Yeah, Shorty's mic is on mute.
It's on mute, Shorty.
I'm still on mute.
No,
yo,
Chris,
you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
I'm trying. Fellas, what's good?
What's going on,
bro? What's good?
I'm chilling.
What are your views on that?
Be a part of things,
album, bro. Did you hear it?
I didn't hear it, but I'm gonna tell you this. I'm happy to see Slim Shady back though.
Yeah.
Like I'm happy to see Slim Shady back
Slim
because
Shady.
yeah, I'm happy to see Slim Shady back because how you say it, like that man was a monster. Like he just was breaking all the rules of what was cool to rap about and just putting it to such skill that you couldn't deny him. A lot of people tried to deny him, but like Slim Shady was undeniable.
Yeah, it's a
Yo.
fact.
Still got it,
Yeah.
man. Still got
So-
it. At 54, as you said, he still has it.
I just
Slim-
wanted better beats. That's all. Rhyming wise, he did what he was supposed to do. I just wanted. I mean, my favorite track on the album is Fuel. I thought him and JID went crazy.
Oh my God, he went crazy.
Yeah,
J.I.
Yeah, I think JID went crazy, and I think him and JID, that was a good trade off. I just feel like the album is not bad. I give it a solid four mic album. I just wish the beats was better.
You mean
Who did
flames?
the beats?
Flames. Four flames.
Four flames. You know what I mean? But I just think the beats could have been a little bit better. But that's just my opinion because I make beats and I listen to beats and all that. But
Yeah.
overall, I just feel like now I'm waiting to hear what this Snoop and Dre album is about to drop soon. So I'm waiting to hear what that sounds like.
You think he's gonna feature on that, right?
I
of course.
think M is going to feature on it, and I think 50 is going to
50.
feature on it.
Yeah.
Can
I like their relationship. That whole relationship, Snoop, Dre, 50, and M. That's like that. What about them coming out with an album? That'd be crazy.
That'd be too much money.
Yeah, it definitely will be because
That budget will blow out. That's a fact.
no at all. None of them wants to rap no more. 50 is in TV. M is, I think he's a more behind the scenes producer now.
Yeah.
He is just enjoying life on life terms. And Snoop is smoking and chilling with what's the bitch name, Martha Stewart, and selling. Like nobody wants to.
Snoop ain't been with Martha Stewart in years, but everybody keeps saying he with Martha Stewart.
Yo, the last time I see him, he was with Martha Stewart. He was with Sketches. Like none of these artists. I don't even think they consider themselves rappers anymore.
They
They
household
brands.
names.
They all
Yeah.
brands. They're
Come
all
on.
brands.
That's a good point.
I can understand them being in the studio together, but it got to be something where Dre is probably playing beats. Like, yo, what's that? Oh, that shit hot. Let me. All right, I got something. 50 in the corner. M somewhere. Snoop.
Yeah.
Just flowing. You know what I'm saying? And I could just see it happening, but I don't. You said that.
No, it's happening. What I see happening because I can see it already. They're gearing up. That whole team, that whole camp over there is gearing up. No, let me not say camp, but that whole family tree is gearing up. You had Kendrick lead the charge. Boom. Time to take over this summer. Let me get my rocks off and knock out Homeboy real quick. We just dropped the Marsha Ambrosius album for the R&B chicks. Let's get that out the way. We brought back Eminem. Let's get him out the way. Boom. Now we got this Snoop and Dre project on the way. Boom. Let's get that out the way. And 50, you about to kill him again with some film, and we might do some music for that.
Okay, that's a good run.
And the Dog Pound album dropped too, which was crazy. So, like, if you really look at the family tree, they really are like dropping stuff. We just don't really. You just got to really see it. It's like they just doing it quietly now. They don't got to do a whole lot of extra promotion because their names are their names.
Right.
I'm gonna give clip to Cam and Mase joint right there. See, that's why I fuck with Clip. Clip be coming with the ether. Hey, yo, you got it. Come on, we can't front on Clip, son.
Yeah, Clip we know it. But we forgot one more album.
What?
Who?
Common and Pete Rock.
Common and Pete Rock album is fire.
Yo, did y'all see the?
But Common and Pete Rock, do they have anything to do with that family tree though?
Oh,
No.
Nah.
Their family tree is Tribe, De La, Native Tongue.
Yeah. But let's not sleep because LL was dropping his album, and that album is solely produced by Q-Tip.
Ooh.
Yeah, I heard that track with Ross. I like that track with Ross.
He got another track he just dropped that was kind of tough when he's sitting in the bedroom writing rhymes.
I heard that. That is tough.
LL been going kind of crazy with these last two joints. I'm like, okay, he might be a little back for something.
No, I think L got his. I think L got juice back from when he did the 50th hip hop tour I think he really built it up like, oh, I could do this again. Like I got that energy now. Just to see the response from old songs, it's like I can still fuck with y'all. On a side note, did y'all see the clip that LL said about Andre 3000? That's
yeah.
Because
they want to hear bars.
Don't want to do it no more. And LL was like, nah, we can do it. It's just like what there's more to rap about.
Yeah.
The thing is I think Andre 3000 was thinking of the target, the audience that's gonna. He's looking at it from a young hip hop audience that's gonna be. Are they gonna listen to him?
Right.
And it's like, don't worry about the young cats. The young cats gonna do what the young cats do. Let them prosper in they era of what they want to listen to. You got a whole era of people like us that'll be waiting to hear your music.
Oh yeah, he's definitely going platinum in a week.
You know what I'm saying? We got a whole generation of us that still support our artists. Like we got to keep doing that to keep the culture and the history alive.
I ain't gonna hold you. I got the Flute album. I ain't gonna hold you.
I love
How was it?
album.
The Flute album, let me tell you, it's very relaxing and calming. It got some joints on there where you could just chill, some real bop your head to, walk, think, get your, you can write to, just really be literally clear your mind.
Yeah, you're right.
It's easy listening.
I mean, so then
it's a sample.
But how many times did you listen to it though?
Once.
Me?
One time.
I
still listen to it. To me, it's a sample for as a beat maker. It's a sampling project for me. Like, oh, I could sample this piece here. I could take this piece here. I could flip this with something else. Like, I listen to it from a different perspective than the average listener. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
I like it. It's a dope project for me.
Nah, that's cool. Because it's like, how do you feel about it being in the catalog of music? Like and not from a negative standpoint, but just from an expansive standpoint. Given the evolution of Andre becoming Andre 3000 even and just always being able to create songs like B.O.B. and things of that nature, and
it falls right.
And now here we go with the Flute joint. So how does that ring out to you?
For me, my fault. Cool.
I feel like it falls right in place with who Andre is. I think when we got Dre, we literally seen the evolution of Dre from Outkast with the waves to the Rosa Parks with the football gear, the big pants. We seen him knowledge himself, like when he got with Erica and just knowing who you are as a man. And then I feel like him getting into the industry, outside looking in, it's like, oh shit, all this glitter. But when you get in, it's like, this ain't no real glitter. This shit ain't shiny. It's a lot more work than you. And then I think he realized that and was like, you know what? Once he started being more creative, and they did what was it, Idlewild? They sold 10 million on the
Love Below. Speaker box, Love Below.
Mean project, beautiful project.
That project ushered in Kanye and Drake. A lot of people don't realize that's the sound that ushered in them too.
Exactly, and then I feel like once he did that and realized, like I'm creative, and I could just. I think once Idlewild came out and he did the movie, and realized, I'm good. Not even I want money. It's more about peace. This nigga said, I can't even do laundry without people like, I want to do my laundry in peace. You know what I'm saying? So I think just him having peace, we've seen the evolution of this. So the Flute is nothing to be like, oh shit, that's Andre. It ain't like we see 50 Cent walking down Jamaica Ave and he got a Flute. Be like, what the fuck wrong with him? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Andre is, matter of fact, he came shut down Rick Ross album. He did a verse on that. 16
killed it.
Who else got a Killer
Jeezy.
Mike?
Killer Mike. He rigged out on Killer Mike album.
Right, and what was the one before that? It was one after Ross though.
It was Jeezy. I do.
Joint too. He did a T.I. joint and he did a Jeezy joint.
Right, because I know Big Boy was coming out with an album.
And he did a Kanye West joint too.
Right, and he was still knocking verses out, and you was like, oh, boom, Dre still got it. So a Flute, come on now.
I think when you get to a certain level of musicianship, you wanna experiment and do what's in your heart, right? And I think we as fans sometimes we get a little spoiled with our favorite artists, and we want them to do what we want them to do, and it's like no, they got to do what they want to do that's in their heart and let them get it out. Sometimes it might be a phase. Like we watch Andre 3000 play the fruit, but we also watch Snoop turn into a whole Jamaican.
Sure did, Matt.
Yeah. A pastor, a
Yeah,
lion,
you know what I'm
A
saying?
pimp.
Like
He was a pimp.
we watch
a
if you
gamer.
go back and look, and if we watch the evolution of artists going to do other things because they get bored doing the same type of hip hop all the time. It's like, all right, let me go left and try and do something else. If you as an artist, you can't be afraid to experiment and you can't be afraid to fail at something that was deep in your heart. If you just stay locked into one sound or one style, after a while, it's going to be like, as you know, internally, you're going to be like, I don't want to do this no more.
Right.
Right. And because
You know
I'm
what?
sorry.
I feel like Dre is going to give us an album. I really feel like Dre is going to give us an album because if he goes in the studio and hears the right beat and he's with the right producer, because I think it was.
Well, he makes all his beats now. It was
Right.
Rico Wade and them when they first started. It was Rico Wade and Organized Noise,
Right.
Sleepy Brown and them. So, but he produced the whole Love Below album, his own album. So we know he's capable of doing this.
Right. Let's say if he get with like No ID how Killer Mike did, but let's just say he just go by like he did and kill and do the verse on Killer Mike joint. Let's just say he spend a week with No ID, and No ID is one of them types of he accidentally pressed play on a beat on a beat tape he got just for Dre. You don't think we gonna get five songs out of Dre?
I think we already got him. I just don't think we. I think we already got him recorded. I just think he put him out. I think Dre never stopped recording.
You got I think so too. I don't think he stopped recording either.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think artists like artists of his caliber don't have to put out music all the time. If you notice, the greats don't need to put out music every day. They don't have to put out music every month. They could wait years. I'm gonna take years off, and then I'm gonna give you something because I need to keep the anticipation, and I need to go into a whole new creative bag.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I want to move
music all day. It's like you kind of get whacked.
Yeah. I want to move on to Shakur Stevenson, who's considered one of the most boring boxers at the moment, and his antics, and Jay Prince backing him, and Cameron and Mace's response to this whole crazy situation. So here's my take on real quick.
Love Mace. I love Mason. I love Murder Mace. I love M.A. He killed Jay Prince.
Before we go to Jay Prince, right? I want to talk about Shakur Stevenson. I'm sure you won't see this because we need millions of views for you to see this stuff. That's later on. But if you do see this, brother, you have skill. You paid your dues. You have more dues to pay. You're still a young man.
So
what is up with this gangster in boxing, bro? You're not a rapper. You're not a rapper. You're not a gangster. You are a boxer. You carry yourself as if you were on the streets. I understand you're from Newark. And I've been to Newark plenty times, man. I used to go to Newark a lot. There's a lot of gangster happening over there. Understood. However, you got to have some kind of class Even Javante Davis has some kind of class. You are just N-bomb crazy on Twitter. Like he says the N-word like crazy, and all you're doing is showing and exposing the type of character you have, which it seems like you don't have character. You're trying to figure yourself out right now. Understood, in your early 20s, but I think you need to really either have a PR person or you need a real OG to put something in your ear to tell you, like, listen, this is not the way, because you're lacking character, young brother Shakur Stevenson. You're lacking character. And this is why Mase and Cam had to bang on your OG Jay Prince, who is allowing this young kid to embarrass himself, because that's all you're doing. When you look back at the Shakur Stevenson, this time in your life, when you're 30 years old, 35, you're gonna say, "Yo, what the was I talking about?" Because that's what you're looking like. When I look at your tweets, sometimes I'm like, "Yo, what is he doing?" Like, you're not even. Come on, this is boxing. You're a millionaire right now. You're not a gangster. You're not a
Product of
rapper.
his era.
This
Yeah,
is
era.
say what?
It's the product of his era.
It's the product of his. Now, check this out. That's a good point, because Javante Davis is kind of the same way. However, he understands that he's in front of the camera and he has to maintain a certain amount of couth, right? Right. So he's gonna say the N-word every now and again. He's gonna call people bitch ass and all that type of stuff, but he does it in the right time. There's a time and a place for everything.
Now,
And Javante knows that. Javante is a great example of different era. However, he knows when and when to turn it on and when to turn it off.
well, can I
I
say
think
I disagree, but I get what you're saying.
I definitely get what you're saying. See, I feel like there's a lot going on in this era with that whole Shakur Stevens thing, right? First of all, this era is soft. You can't tell them nothing. You can't have an opinion about anything that they do. So everybody is, yo, I do this. I'm the best. You're not. If your fight was boring, your fight was boring. Period. Right now, Javante Davis has a different type of OG. Okay, if you look at the back, if you go dig deep, Javante's trainer is known in Baltimore for killing. He get busy. He got busy, right? Now Jay Prince was quiet.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. But Jay Prince was quiet for a real long time. Like, you just heard the name and it was like a spoof. Like, you heard him from Scarface. You heard his name. You didn't know. All of a sudden, like May said, this 60-year-old man is coming out of the woodwork just making noise. We know you got sons. You did that. You allegedly had something to do with what's the dude name? Quavo? Or what's the one that died?
Take
Out of,
off.
Have nothing to do with him. He was just in the area when that happened.
No, his son had something to do with it.
Right,
His son was,
but his thing was in that, right? And now you trying to protect. Okay, this is supposed to be your little homie. How? I just don't get it.
he manages him.
I get that part, but if he let him be, it's just somebody's opinion about you had a boring fight. It's the
not even
truth.
that.
They
It's
was
true, but
at your fight. They was sleeping. Eyes closed. You 60.
I get it. We mad at Jay Prince. I get everybody looking at Jay Prince like he's silly. But why we act like this is the first time boxers don't be acting stupid and talking crazy on public platforms? Like, why we act like Mike Tyson ain't tell somebody until they love him?
They love him. Yeah.
Like, why we acting like
It's not. But you know what though, Clip? It's not that I'm acting like that. What I'm just saying is, like, if I watch Shakur Stevenson on Twitter, it's just
that's their generation.
It's just overkill. It's over.
I think it would be okay. It would probably bold over a bit better if the background built up to what he talked, and then even if the fight built up to what he talked. I think that's the problem.
Right.
I mean, because it's true. It's like what Clip is saying is true. Like, that's today's era. So it's like it's gonna be a lot of back and forth out on certain platforms, and that's how you kind of stay relevant nowadays. But I think the mere fact that the talk doesn't match the fight, and I think that's where the flames come from. I think and when you put yourself on that big of a platform, that's an even bigger stove to get cooked on. So you know, there's gonna be some bite back. You know, you might be in the pot, but you still got like a crab still trying to get out the pot. You still trying to, you know, you still trying, but that's just not the way to really go about it.
Hold on. Before you go, Clip, real quick. This is what I mean. Mike, now you brought up a good point, Clip, about Mike Tyson talking crazy, right? Now we're talking about Mike Tyson versus Shakur Stevenson talking crazy, right? Now, when Mike Tyson was talking crazy, did you ever get a idea or even a thought that Mike Tyson is a gangster or he's a boxer?
He's a crazy individual. It wasn't even about
crazy. He's a crazy individual boxer, right? So when he was talking crazy, he was talking about his hands.
Yeah,
right. He was talking about getting busy with his hands, knocking people out.
Was, yo, when I see you, I'm gonna knock you out. Like,
right. Shakur Stevenson is telling people to go get the strap.
But let me
but that's
he's talking gangster. That's my whole thing.
But I don't think that was like that wasn't nothing to take serious. Like I think that was just Twitter fingers. Like even if you saw the fight, you saw on the back of his trunks he had Twitterson on the back of his shorts. Like that's just
who he
I mean,
is.
it was a poor choice of words, but there was no oomph behind that. Like there was nothing. There was no strength behind that. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, did you say it to the wrong people? Yeah. And then look, did they take you serious? No. They just clowned you like Harlem dudes is going to do to people that they don't take serious.
Niggas probably said, no.
Didn't Cam say, is a difference? My bad, Cam. With Trevor. When Cam said, yo, if you come to the streets, this is not boxing, somebody would have a switchblade or something else on them.
That's my whole thing. Like he's talking street. You're a boxer though.
But he's never going to be outside. You think he ever going to be in? He never going to be outside. Like he know that. Like look, even when who's the kid that he fought just before Ultron? The other kid who really pressed him. That kid pulled up in his hood. Yeah. That kid pulled up in his hood. Or the pressed that fight, pulled up in his hood, called him out all the time. He was in the street looking for him.
Wow.
He was never outside. He never responded to that. He never said, never even just came out with the block, never even put on a publicity stunt and paid some people to come outside with him. So like all of that
that's my whole point, bro.
Like, but like Kip said, though, bro, like you and I know that, Cam and them know that, but the majority of his fans, they might not know that. Like they might bite in. Yo, not for nothing. Yo, a dude just went and got a tattoo, a Shakur Stevenson on his forearm. Yeah, he did.
Wow.
But
yeah, it's running around on Twitter right now.
Repeat this. All of this is just boosting his cred up. It's like as far as entertainment wise. All we doing is making he know what he's doing. I'm gonna go crazy on Twitter so y'all can just keep talking about me because now when my next fight come, y'all go all watch it anyway, even if you say I'm boring.
Right.
He's doing exactly what Mayweather did. Mayweather used to talk a lot of trash, blah blah blah, and we used to sit there and pay-per-view fights, watch it and be like, yo, this fight is kind of boring. We know Mayweather's gonna win, but it's kind of boring.
But it's not boring like Shakur Stevenson.
Nah, because boring. Mayweather bang, and I think I get what you're saying because there are a lot of people who said that about Mayweather's fights, but I think when Mayweather says he's showing you the sweet science, I think you see it. I think when Shakur says he's showing you the sweet science, you don't see it. No, I think you see instead of footwork, you see a lot of running instead of footwork. I mean, even when he fought Oscar Valdez, right? And he pretty much was beating Oscar on points or whatever, but they get to the last round and he literally ran from Oscar. Like he didn't even give him the opportunity to bang out in that last round and perhaps sneak a W. He got on his bicycle and I mean quite literally turned his back, ran, put his hands in the air like this, because he felt he had the victory on the points. So
and that's the type of boxer he is. He's a boxer on the point.
Right.
He's not a boxer to knock you out.
Right. He's not a dog. He's not a dog.
I think it's because he's trying to keep his brain really.
I don't think that's a bad idea, but at the same token, if you want to keep your fans in your pocket, you're gonna have to find a nice little in between.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to find like how you gonna fight and not get hit. How does that work?
What Cam said, you can't swim and not get wet. You got to get wet when you
Right.
swim.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You gotta get wet to swim. Like, and
Right.
so like it made sense when Mase was, hey, I ain't gonna lie, yo. Peace to the gods, bro. Cause ain't it beautiful to see Cam and Mase up there doing a thing
It is,
like that?
man. I wish it
Ain't
was like
that beautiful,
05
yo?
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, before we even get into the tandem or how they just get at people, like it's just beautiful to see them come together to do it after so many years, and they go back. This not no money thing with these two fellas, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Genuine.
And the bag too for it. That's the good part.
Yeah.
Facing it, they was just doing it for fun. But back
Right.
to I want to just piggyback off the Mike Tyson thing. But Mike Tyson was saying all that craziness. We had already saw Mike at 19, 20 years old beating the shit out of you in 7 seconds. So we
That's true.
Mitch Green.
that
that's famous.
Mitch Green, yeah.
I'm gonna do this to you. You looked at him, you was already scared because you saw what he did with his hand. So Mike was already a little off.
I mean, but I get it. But we had a whole bunch of boxers that used to just talk crazy. Adrian Broner talk crazy and lose.
Yeah.
He still talk crazy.
Yeah.
Like
he was
you know
losing.
He was losing and still talking crazy.
Mike wasn't going full rounds for a long time, and we saw that. We saw HD Mike before we even had HD TVs.
Yeah.
Mike was not about, and you was feeling it looking at the damn thing. So when he said what he said, it was like Mike might do that to you. Mike,
but
might do that.
AB though, right? Mike do that, like you said. With there was a lot of proof and a lot of evidence that if Mike say something, Mike gonna back it up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's
even
true.
Latrice was on it like that.
Yes, he was.
Right. Yeah. Outside he was on it like that. But with AB, right? And I think it's a wonderful point because there are a lot of boxers who understand the art of showmanship as well. And I think AB is one of them guys who really knows, okay, when he loses, he knows how to sell the fight immediately. The next fight, he knows how to sell his next opportunity immediately. Even if he know he lost, he might say, "Now y'all know I whooped that ass." He might just go off and just say something wild, crazy. And you're like, come on, but you love AB for it. Why? Because he's gonna go out there and fight.
He's a funny
He's
guy.
gonna go out there and fight. He's gonna come out on the planet. He's gonna find a way to entertain you. If it's not on Instagram, if it's not on the stage trying to rap, if it's not in a ring trying to beat somebody up. So there's the mystique to him is still in your face. Like it's still okay. I believe you, AB. But with Shakur, there's none of that. There's the Olympics, and then out there's the crying meme, and then like you said, Clip,
Mayweather was out here crying too, but nobody clowns him for that too. But
the Olympics, I remember that.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. That's true.
He was standing like this with the ref.
No. You absolutely right. You can't be selective, but I think the arena wasn't as big back there. Like the arena is like everybody's in the arena now. Like even we talking about it right now. Like the arena is huge right now. So you kind of got to watch how you step a little clearer.
Yeah.
But
we
nobody wants to
elaborate?
be embarrassed on camera. So his reaction is the typical reaction I expect from a young cat.
Of course.
That's true.
A young cat is not trying. You're not going to talk crazy about me. I don't care if you ain't like my fight or not. Y'all dudes y'all dudes are part of our culture. That's how he looking at it. Y'all dudes are part of hip hop culture, like our culture, the culture that gets shaken. Even if you ain't like my fight, cool. But don't be trying to clown me on here. Be like, I'll snuff one of y'all. Like, and you know the young kids is on that type of
young
time.
Man.
That's how they on it.
But can we?
So we look at it as like, yo, you wilding, son, you bugging. They like whatever. It's up.
But at the end of the day,
hold on. Can we celebrate Mase's response on
that's
to Jay Prince?
Yeah, Mase.
I get what you're saying with that.
what Mase said to Jay Prince was pretty dope. Like basically that boogeyman role does not work over here anymore.
Well, it never worked with us New Yorkers anyway. Like that's not a slouch to Houston or nothing. Because I got mad love for Houston. That's just you might be the boogeyman in Houston, and I'll give you that. You might be that guy.
Yeah.
Or you probably do got wild pull in Houston, but that don't fly in every other state. People don't care about that.
My question is, what made him the boogeyman in the first place?
In Houston, he got a reputation of getting crazy. He was getting money and getting and running things out there. That's who he was.
Yeah, he's not. Don't get it twisted. Like he's not like some guy who just came out of the blue at 60 years old trying to be.
Nah. I know that, but I'm talking about like,
you know what I'm saying. But like he's put things together like in a place where it's huge, so a lot of people know how he moved. So without saying too much, because he do got reach. He got reach.
He got reach. But
he got reach.
The average New Yorker is like, I don't care who you are.
That's a fact.
That's just
how it is. That's the New Yorker's attitude, period.
That's an LA attitude too. We don't care
true.
who you are. You might be that guy in your state, and we not knocking that. You that guy in your state. In New York, that don't fly. Because in New York, it's a guy like you on every block.
That's a fact. And then let's not act like Cam ain't been in half of America by himself. We ain't even gonna talk about with Mase. We just talk about Cam. And Cam been in half of America by himself, doing it right, doing it wrong, playing basketball, playing in the SDE, whatever it is, yo.
Word.
Like Cam get big, like Cam touched down, like Cam touched down, and people love and respect Cam. He spread the love, he spread the money, he spread the influence. So it's not like you talking about somebody who ain't confident in the power he got too. You know what I mean? If it was even though they already said it ain't no beef, because you already know, like they just was getting a point across and they got the right to express, like Cam said. He said art is subjective and people have the right to their opinion. So if I say your fight is boring, then that's my opinion. He's like, if I put out an album and people say they don't like my album, I can't run around saying, yo, go get the strap because you ain't like my album. I'm a hunt down everybody. And this is true.
But the thing I like what Mase said, we not your little niggas.
They 50 years old. Like people gotta remember Mason Cam is like 49 years old, bro.
Right.
We're not
right.
Talking to
they just look like kids.
Yeah, who you talking to?
My thing was
old.
I was shocked that Mase said it, because you don't normally you hear Mase talking shit, but then you hear Mase like, hold up, who the fuck are you? Nah, like that's why I got in trouble. That's why the problems I always had was because I always like, I don't respect these big homie niggas.
And that's the truth though. If you know Harlem stories, Mase never really was back. Like he never really respected a lot of these so-called street niggas like that. That he was always doing him, and dudes would try to line him up, but he never really was like bowing down into these dudes on the low. But that's neither here nor there. That's a story for another day.
Why should you?
Like Big said,
like he ain't run to Atlanta just because he was scared. Don't get that twisted. Like a lot of people get that misconstrued too.
Yeah, I heard he was dealing. He had issues with Baby Maine and all that.
Allegedly.
Yeah, and somebody ended up. Let me just be quiet.
Good timing, Mikey. Good timing.
Yeah, allegedly, because let's just leave it like that.
But shout out
to the streets.
Harlem. Shakur Stevens, get your fight game up. A little more action. You want to move on to the Great White Hope?
Yeah, let's move on to him.
And
Donald Trump Shakur?
Yeah.
Super Dave.
Yeah.
Super Dave president.
Yeah.
Oh,
he won.
He got a landslide. Easy.
He's going to win anyway.
Let me tell you, I knew he won when they
Yeah.
And all
crazy, man.
Shit, it's wild for white people. Like There is wild for white people. Like I
That's
don't.
their Christ. That's the Messiah, bro.
It's not even that. Look at the history of the country. The history of the country, especially when it comes to presidents, is never based on who's the best candidate. It's a popularity contest. Ronald
Exactly.
Reagan was an actor, bro. Like this guy was literally an
Yes.
actor playing cowboy movies, and we literally put him in office. Arnold Schwarzenegger was the Terminator, and California made him a governor. What's the other dude that was a politician that was like in wrestling? What was
Jesse Ventura.
Yeah.
Yeah, like come on, bro. Like this is what this country does. Like none of this is real. This is all.
You know, he loves popularity. This country
Yes.
attention. Donald Trump has no insight of politics at all. This
Because
nigga,
he knows politics is bullshit.
Exactly. He's a real estate agent.
Businessman.
No, he's a guy who got a lump sum of money from his father, put some money down, and started scamming people out of bread. He did exactly what a queen does. Like it wasn't nothing special about to us. He's
I don't know, man. Like, I mean, how people start out ain't always how they finish out, man. You know what I'm saying? And I hear a lot of people talk crazy, but like at the end of the day, not for nothing, when he was around, yo, was a lot of other people that was in check who ain't want no smoke with the states when he was around, yo. And now that he ain't around, it's a lot of people acting real tough, yo. It's a lot of people doing a lot of things that they would not have done if that man. Hey, yo, not for nothing. He pulled up on. No. I'm not true.
King Jong-il, he went out there to go see him.
Not true. Just saying, because it's like a lot of people, they don't want to give him the credit for that. Like somebody was talking nuclear war. Somebody was talking crazy. He pulled up on that man doorstep. Like, yo, what's up?
North Korea.
He pulled up on that man doorstep, and at the same time had a movie going on in the States that was making fun of him while he pulled up on his doorstep. I'm just saying, we talking about a real American here, fellas. Like, I like the guy. I'm sorry. I know it's a lot of people don't like the guy. I know a lot of people don't like the phrase "Make America Great Again." But I think you got to look at that phrase and personalize it and make it great for you. I think people need to look at it from an economical standpoint and less from a social standpoint. I think when that phrase is stated, I think Putin respected the hell out of him, and I see Putin going crazy now.
I'm
not a
supporter either.
I hear you. That's real.
I respect. The moment I respected Trump is when I think one of them dudes in Afghanistan said something crazy. Like the very next morning, they dropped the largest bomb ever on
2020.
Son don't play.
Yeah, second day of New Year's.
Son don't play. Real talk. And I know it's hard backing him in America nowadays. It's hard, but man, you gotta tell the truth, man. Sometimes, man, like it hurts sometimes because it's like you gonna get attacked for it. Like I get attacked for it. I ain't even gonna lie, talk about it.
I get attacked for not picking a side, and that's like, bro, I
got attacked for Trump 2016 election. I seen people
I'm not a supporter
close to me got into fist fights.
Right?
It's serious, yo.
But I can here's my thing. I respect whatever you want to vote for. Cool. I ain't got no problem with it, right? Me personally, I don't have a problem with whoever people choose to vote for. I'm not judging you. That's your choice, right? When they tell you my choice is my choice, and I go, yo, I don't like neither one of them, and they go, well, whoever you vote for, if it's not for that, that's a vote for Trump. Like, so why do I have a vote then? Like, you're not even respecting my belief system. You want me to just follow what you want me to follow.
Right. And then it's odd because would that same individual talk to you about the different parties or at least talk to you about the different choices outside of Democratic and Republican? They not.
And I'm one of the people that's like, I'm a Green Party. I like the Green Party, right? So and the funny thing is, I threw out the Green Party in last election. I threw out names of people in the Green Party. People's like, well, it don't even matter. I said, well, if it don't matter, then don't tell me my vote matters then. Because I'm giving y'all options. I'm telling y'all what's here, but they ain't going to win anyway. Well, it's a start. First, find out who this person is, see what they about, and then start voting that way. If
policies.
I got a question for the room. Do you think that was staged?
No.
I don't even care.
I'm in this.
I
Like to me,
only got one gripe with it. I don't want to say it is. Only got one gripe with it.
what?
If the joint hit his ear, right?
I don't see no. Yeah,
It hit the
I don't see
teleprompter.
nothing else. I don't see nothing behind them. I don't see it. Nobody else got hit. Nobody. It was a couple of shots that went off, or one shot went off, and if it grazed his ear, and it was a podium of people behind them, and there was no nicks or nothing. Nobody else got even grazed a tag. And I thought that was I could be wrong. I'm not a ballistics,
From
kind
what
of
I
guy.
heard,
I don't
hit
know.
the teleprompter, and the teleprompter shattered, like scraped his ear and all of that.
oh, like the glass, the strap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was a quick reflex. I was watching. He went down quick, and I was like, damn, yo.
My thing is like, what's so weird about it? Like, if you letting shots off right at a person, so he's aiming at the person, right? The caliber of gun sounded like real, like low. It sounded low, like a low caliber. Was it an AR?
No, it was.
I don't know what it is. They tell us
That's
whatever.
what didn't sound like no AR though.
I don't know what.
Who said it was the AR? Mike, you said that was the AR?
Yeah, the media said he had a small assault rifle.
He had a small assault rifle, but
yeah,
okay.
But what the Secret Service, the multiple shots you heard was from the Secret Service that hit back. But last night I was watching the convention, and don't get me wrong, I watch politics for the policies, see what they have done. I thought when Trump came on stage last night, although he didn't speak, I was like, if I was him, I would have trolled the audience by doing the Hulk Hogan thing. I would have just busted out like this with the ear. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. I just want to say this real quick. Hold on a second. If you're letting shots off at a person, right?
Yeah.
How the you shoot all them shots and you only nick the ear? I don't know. That just sounds kind of weird.
Hit the ear. He hit the teleprompter.
That's pretty
Hit the teleprompter. But the extra shot you heard was from the Secret Service that neutralized him. As soon as the first shot went off, they went and got him.
But you're not dealing with a professional sniper. This dude is just one random whites who live down south, get a gun with his ID. That it was wild. I'm like, this whole. I'm not
this
even
is a circus, yo. This is a circus.
Vote.
Yeah, it is
crazy.
I'm like, and people gonna be mad at me for not voting. Talk about, I don't care. I have or to not like
don't care, yo.
Getting this nonsense.
Like I said, he got it. Trump got the election.
You let them.
Both of these dudes is like 80. I do not care about 2 80-year-old white men beliefs.
I don't either, bro.
I'm saying if I got to pick between 2 80-year-olds, I'm going to pick the one that got shot over the one that got cognitive issues. That's any day, though.
Now, are you picking him because he got shot, though? Oh, that's another thing. I saw something online. This brother, I don't even want to call him a brother. He wrote an article about will Trump get more black votes because he was shot?
Yes, that's a fact. Have you been watching social media?
You ain't hear what I just said? Like, bro, what you like? Is it a bad thing? How many votes you think Obama got because he was black?
That's a fact. Everybody voted for Obama because he was black.
That's a fact.
About many men wish death upon me. Like, come on, man. Like he's being embraced by hip hop. Like, and we just 4 years ago we hated this guy. Now,
but hip hop been embraced him.
I got that one too.
Look.
But let's keep it real. Hip hop embraced Trump since the 90s.
No,
a lot of rappers used to quote his name.
Nah, it's a fact.
We did originally.
That's a fact. He popped up in a lot of videos and so on and so forth. Indeed.
And then
because if you think about it, he's got the American dream pulling up. Like a lot of people say, oh, he got the $1 million. He got the $1 million, but it's easy to fuck $1 million up. Pardon my language. Like, it's easy to do that. Like, it's not. Somebody could give the average person $1 million right now. They're gonna go into $5 million in debt in a month.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And can I be real with you?
For you to even be able to say, huh?
I don't trust neither party. I don't care for Democrats.
I never trust either party. I don't care
for either party.
You know? No, that's a valid point. The anti point to that is terrible too, because the anti point to that would be like, well, your ancestors died for this and so on and so forth. It's like people be trying to corner you into making decisions that's not going to benefit you one way or the next somehow, or at least by your belief, and that's a horrid thing as well.
And here's the thing: yes, our ancestors did die for our struggles to be able to have the privileges to vote for what we believe in. Yes, I salute them and honor them and respect them for that. But at the same time, we have to stop acting like that system back then is the system that's going on right now.
Talk about it.
Money, power. Money is the rule of how you get these policies in place. If we don't pool our money and our resources together to pick our candidates that we want to make change, ain't nothing going to change. We can sit here and vote till the sun, till the cows come home. The problem is most of these politicians is funded by corporations.
Yep.
So the corporation that want to spend the most bread, they gonna be the ones to get whatever policies that's in place that's going in favor of them. Just that simple.
Nah, that's the game. That's see clip. See that part right there. That's the part of the game, right? That a lot of people won't yield to. They won't understand, right? It's like we watched like Dominicans and Puerto Ricans coming to America, right? And next thing you know, they had their own newspapers. They got their own television stations, their own news stations. You can't tell them nothing. You can't tell them nothing. You can't lie to them.
They work collectively.
The Asian community.
Right. They work collectively, so you cannot lie to them.
I'm gonna be honest. Let me ask you a question. When y'all go to the voting polls, how many times have you seen the Asian community there? Or the Indian community?
But Clips, hold on. Because you gotta let me say this though. You would never see the Asian community in your community because they have their own community to go vote in.
But you don't even see video of them voting.
Yeah, well, you got a point there. I never see the
only for whites and blacks. It's true. It's only for Caucasian and so-called blacks because it's all economic. You never see them get caught up in political things. The most they fight for is like
political debates.
It's for bills to get passed.
You also got to look at it like this: Asians, whites. They already have their structure within their culture, within their people. We can't move to Chinatown, right? We can't
built it, but they built Chinatown.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? They built it. They built it based on unity.
Right, and most of that stuff comes from economics. So anything dealing with money, whatever president is in office or whoever's pushing economics, that's all they're going for because the money stays within their community. That's all they care about. You know?
Yeah, the money, the dollar bounces at least 8 to 12 times before it leaves the community. Those are the last stats that I saw. That might have been like 5 years ago, though.
But you got to remember, they are the biggest. For one, they realize that, okay, we're in America. We don't really rock with these white people like that. We're going to do our thing. But guess what? They got to spend money with us because we're the biggest import in here. The biggest export, in this country. Mm-hmm. Everything that you got
but you know what though, like they I get it though, but like they based on like all right, because what you saying hold all the truth, but because it holds all the truth, that's why you don't see them vote here because it don't matter to them.
It don't matter.
That's like they're not here for that. Like they don't care about that. Like they don't. Even though we had about 3 try to run for a few things, right? Like.
Yeah.
And then somebody tried to run for New York mayor. Not so long ago, he stayed in the projects. And, it looked good, but at the end of the day,
he was the token one.
That's not something that I don't think the average.
Yeah, they don't care.
Is going to accept. You know what I'm saying? That we're not going to accept.
He's the Black Power Ranger, the dude that did that. Like, come on, man. Like,
yo, you know,
what we talking about? Like, come on, be like.
No, but if you go to Chinatown, most of the money spent. Always in cash. It's never really a lot of debit cards, anything like of that transaction. A lot
of the books.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah, that's because they make it downstairs.
Right. But, you know, everything with them.
We could do the same thing. Why don't we do it? Because we too busy giving our money away back to the enslavers.
Mm-hmm. That's because we're brainwashed.
Right. Yo, brothers. Listen, we gotta clip this interview because we got another podcast right behind this. Thank you for showing up this evening. We really appreciate it.
Brothers always rock.
All 3 of y'all killed it today. We didn't even have to talk because y'all was going in. You know what I mean?
Yo, we gotta start doing this more than once a week, man.
Yeah,
We might have to.
You know,
We might have to. We might have to.
yeah,
That's a
yo,
fact.
I like that idea right there.
That's a
We might
fact.
have
We gotta do this. We gotta do this more than once a week,
because
fellas.
we got a
Yeah,
lot.
we
We
have
gotta
to.
make this an
It's a
official
must.
thing, man. We gotta get rolling, man. We gotta get
Yo,
rolling, man.
yo,
I'm having too much fun.
Yo,
That's a fact,
yo, real quick. This is the part of the podcast that, from what we were saying before, we want to have in person. We want to have in person. So this is going to be like the main podcast in person for the
Exactly.
brand. So
Dope
you know,
panel too,
I'm
man.
with it.
but yo, man, we're out of here. Peace to everybody. We're about to talk with Pastor Jack about the Black Church. See y'all. See
I'm
y'all
gonna check
next
that out.
week.
Peace.
And peace.
Peace.
We out.